Yo, what's going on, y'all? This Combo Breaker 99 back on the Fight Front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm back with my post-fight thoughts on Aspen Ladd versus Yana Kunitskaya. This was actually a fight that I was kind of leaning towards Yana mostly. I felt like Yana was really, the more experienced, more stronger fighter in this fight. And it kind of showed, too, that the first several rounds it definitely showed. But Aspen Ladd, she was able to bounce back with the third round finish over Kunitskaya. And like I said, it was a very competitive fight. It was close at times, but I felt like Yana, she was actually edging out each round just with her striking ability and just with her overall, clinch work. She was better in the clinches and much more stronger. Except, sometimes you never know. You can't count a fighter out, especially when you got that pep talk in your corner. Whenever Aspen Ladd came out in that third round, she came out ready. And definitely not one to count out. Like I said, though she was kind of lacking in some departments. Her drive and her momentum kept her going. And that's always something I mention in my videos is, drive and momentum. If a fighter really believes in what they have and they can make it work, it's going to work. Even if the other fighter is a little bit more skilled, if they drop a little confidence, and they get caught sleeping, you can put them to sleep, and that's what Aspen Ladd was able to do in this fight. But looking back at the first round, man, Aspen Ladd, she was just putting the pressure on Yana. She was jabbing her way into a clinch with Yana, but like I said, right away, Yana, she was able to get the underhooks and pin Aspen to the fence, and she was actually just controlling the work. She was a much more stronger fighter, and she was controlling Aspen on the fence and got in a few knees, but after some light action, and the referee was looking like thought she was grabbing the fence. Yana was grabbing the fence, so he broke it up, and Yana went back to striking from the outside. Landing a good double jab and a hard right elbow. That Aspen, it kind of rocked her a little bit because she went right back into the clinch. She kind of wanted to avoid the striking at a distance. So once again, she gets into the clinch, but Yana again, she controls another clinch, gets Aspen to the fence, which to me, I told you, was just kind of showing how strong Yana was, because Aspen, she's a thick girl, she's a big girl, and Yana was just kind of able to move around when she get her these underhooks on her. She was actually kind of moving her around, and Aspen was struggling a little bit. And I'd say this though, finally, that one thing though, Aspen was able to make that adjustment with her elbow. She kind of pushed her elbow into Yana's neck to try to push her off, and at the same time trip Yana up to get a takedown. And now this is where Aspen wanted to be. She was pinning Yana on her back and trying to smother Yana from her attack. Definitely want to smother the longer fighter on the ground the way she did. And, she started dropping elbows on Yana. This was like the last minute of the round, but Aspen was actually controlling that last minute. And so Aspen was trying to transition to the back of Yana and started firing off some heavy ground and pound shots. But not all of these shots were landing. They were just kind of aggressive shots that she was firing off. Plus, like Aspen likes to make that little grunt noise whenever she's hitting you to the back and, just unleashing. So add that aggression, it made it look a little bit more worse than it was. But I still feel like the defense of Yana, she was blocking a lot of those shots, and she wasn't hurt at the end of that round. And I have to give that round to Yana Kunitskaya, definitely, because I feel like she controlled most of the round with her striking and the inside work in the clinches. But second round right away, again, Aspen, she comes in throwing a flurry on Yana and just trying to exchange shots. But Aspen, she's throwing these shots, and Yana, she's sticking the more accurate shots on the inside. Like when the flurry's coming off, Yana's sticking her jab up the middle and the right hand over the top, and she's moving side to side, throwing these to the body. And, she'll just kind of step side to side out of the way of the aggression of Aspen. Aspen, like I said, she's throwing these like grunting and flurries to make it look more effective. But, Yana, she's actually landing the better counters on the inside. In the center of the octagon, Yana, she's landing nicer jabs, hitting the lead leg, using little feints, and definitely piling up points. But Aspen, she continues to stay in that pocket against Yana. Dangerous thing, but she feels like, she's more confident and can kind of pressure Yana back. She's still not respecting the power of Yana, I'll just put it that way. So Yana, she's just in that first minute stepping side to side, just jabbing her, and just stepping side to side and boxing nicely. But Aspen closed in, tried for another takedown, but Yana's just being too strong for her and defends against it again with the underhooks in the clinch. And once again, getting to the end of the round, Aspen, she's able to score a few kicks before Aspen was able to get the trip again and take Yana down and get that full mount. And Yana was able to pull Aspen and hold both of her arms close and keep her like tight knit to her. just to avoid her scoring anything. And again, that was just that experience. You know, whenever a fighter pulls you down and, you know, they're on top of you, she just kind of pulled Aspen in close so she couldn't really get no range off or get any ground and pound on. So this was another round I gave to Yana. But this is all where it went downhill, man. You never know. It's just like in boxing, anything can happen. But third round, Aspen got a good talking to from her corner, good pep talk. And honestly, she came out looking a lot more fresher than Yana did. I'm not going to lie. You know, she was behind on the cards. Aspen shot straight out, threw a right hand that missed and landed a big left hook that dropped Yana on her back. Aspen just went off. She just went off just firing some serious ground and pound on Yana. And you could tell she was just about out. Like that one shot from the left hook had put her out, because it looked like whenever she kind of turned her back, she was kind of blocking some of the shots, but there was a lot of hits that were getting through. And the referee, he just went on and stopped it. You know, honestly, I think there were a few more shots that kind of, you know, tagged Yana, which could have been avoided if referee just went on and stopped it. But she almost didn't look seriously hurt, but it was just that one left hook that really put her out, man. Like, you know, it just really buzzed her, and you just don't want a fighter to get any more hurt than that. So yeah, man, that was all she wrote, man. That was a beautiful left hook that Aspen Ladd just fired off. It was just one of them things where, you know, you have to give credit to somebody, Aspen Ladd. You know, she stayed in the whole fight. You know, there was still some holes in her game, and she just did the one thing that she knew at that end. You know, she knew she was trailing. Like, she knew she was trailing. Her corner knew she was trailing, so she just went on and said, hey, this ain't a time to try to make adjustments or learn anything. We just got to go for the Hail Mary, you know, which she had enough in her to do that. And where Yana got caught sleeping, that's where she just jumped in and landed with that good opening. Because, you know, Aspen has some decent striking, but I feel like Yana had good striking. But like I said, Yana got caught sleeping. Aspen just came in there with that good left hook and dropped her, man. It was overall pretty good fight, man. It was just a good showing by Aspen Ladd, good bounce back for her after that knockout loss to Jeraine Demarname. Yana Kunitskaya definitely put up a good experienced fight, but it was just one of those things. Sometimes that happens, you know, you just get caught sometimes, and you know, that's just where the game goes. But otherwise, man, like it was a good showing by both fighters. I think from here, Aspen Ladd maybe might want to get one more fight before actually maybe getting the title shot. You know, Ketlen Vieira actually has a fight coming up with Irene Aldana. I'd like to see her fight the winner of that fight. You know, that would be good. And I'd like to see Yana Kunitskaya take on the loser of that fight. You know, I was actually going to say she should fight Irene Aldana, but Irene Aldana is actually, fighting Ketlen Vieira next. So whoever wins that fight, Aspen Ladd should fight, and whoever the loser is, Yana should fight that person next. But yeah, man, overall it was a good fight. It was another good women's fight on this card, and I'll be back with my review of Cynthia Calvillo and Marina Rodriguez. That was another good fight. So make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.